Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Very quick show of hands po. Sino po ang mga may asawa? Taas po. At sino po ang gusto mag-asawa? Sige, pag ninyo tinasa kamay nyo, hindi magkakaroon. So, mix po tayo, no? May asawa at may mga asawa. Isa pong tanong, sino po dito ang nakarinig na po ng theology of the body? Taas po kamay. Okay. Nakarinig. Siguro umpisahan po natin sa ating definition of terms, no? Theology of the body. Ang theology of the body, sabi po ni Brother June, ito po ay teaching ni Pope John Paul II during the earlier years of his pontificacy. From 1979 to 1984, tuwing Wednesday, yung homily po niya sa Vatican, bahagi po ng theology of the body, pinipreach niya. So, in 5 years, nakabuo, sinunod na po niya yun beforehand eh. But in a span of 5 years, na-tackle na po yung lahat ng topic na yun. So, yung ginawa ni Pope John Paul, in 5 years, gagawin po natin in 30 minutes. Amen? Kaya po natin yun, no? So, pakapyo lang po ito. The objective really is for us to be able to get something. And for this afternoon, ang focus ko po ay i-relate po natin to sa marriage vows po natin. No? Hindi po yung buong 5 years worth of talks. Again, lahat po tayo ay either kinasal or meron lang ikasal. Kung hindi man sa kapwa single, ikasal sa ating Panginoon. Amen? Parang hindi kayo nag-agree, yung mga... Okay, so, theology. When we talk of theology, ano po ang ibig sabihin? Theology means study of God. Diba? Study of God. But how do we study God? Sino po dito ang nakakita na sa ating Panginoon? Hindi pa, no? Hindi pa natin nakikita ng ating Panginoon. So we study God through the body. Parang hindi siya nagmamatch, no? But how do we do that? Tingnan po natin itong... Ano pong nakikita nyo sa larawan?
Bundok.
Bundok. May sky, may tubig, no? Kapag tinakpan po natin yung taas, ano pong nakikita natin?
Tubig.
Tubig. Nakikita niyo pa rin ba yung bundok? Yung reflection, no? Nakikita pa rin po natin yung bundok through the reflection. In the same way, when we don't see God through the body, we get to see a reflection of God. So, yan po yung first concept natin sa theology of the body. While we do not see God through our bodies, we can get to see God. Okay, so the theology of the body is the study of how God reveals Himself in and through the human body. In other words, pakibasa po. The body reveals God. Ito po ang pangalawang concept natin. The body reveals God. And ito pong theology of the body really speaks about human sexuality, among others, and answering the basic question, who am I? Now, bago natin matutunan ang mga bagay-bagay tungkol sa sexualidad, kailangan po natin munang makilala kung sino tayo bilang tao. Bago natin pasukin yung ano ang dapat natin gawin. So, who am I? Who am I? So, human sexuality is first and foremost that answers the question, who am I? Before it goes through, how should I act? Okay? Now, who am I? Siguro balikan natin yung unang tanong. No? The first answer to the question, who am I, is that we are embodied persons. Okay ba? Pakiulit po. We are Anong ibig sabihin ng embodied persons? Lahat po tayo ay may katawan. Lahat po tayo ay may spirito. Hindi po gaya ng mga hayop na katawan lang, o di naman tulad ng mga anghel na spirito lang. Tayo bilang mga embodied persons, meron po tayong katawan at espiritu. Tingnan niyo po yung katabi niyo, kung merong katawan at kung merong espiritu. sacrament. Meaning, it is a visible sign of an invisible reality. Ganun po ang mga sacraments, no? It's a visible sign of an invisible reality. So, through our bodies, we see the invisible spirit. Kung titignan ko si Terence, nakikita ko na siya ay mukhang excited sa pakikinig sa akin. Okay ba? Okay si Terence. So, dahil nakikita ko through his body kung ano yung kanyang nararamdaman. Siguro yung iba sa inyo, makikita ko sa inyong katawan na ang iniisip nyo, bakit ba ako nandito? Sunday, parang masarap matulog na yun, no? Tanghaling tapat, no? So again, through the bodies, we can see that. Kung pumunta po ako dito, pinakilala ako ni Brother Julie Formando at wala akong katawan, no? Malalaman niyo ba kung ano yung mga sinasabi ko? Malalaman niyo ba kung ano yung nasa looban ko? The Spirit shows us how we feel, how we act, how we decide, generally our emotions. And without the body, we can't do that. We can't see that. That's why we are embodied persons. Pangalawa, to answer the question, who am I? As human beings, we are created in the image and likeness of God. Diba sa Genesis sinabi, basahin po natin sabay-sabay.
God created man in his image. In the image of God created him. Male and female he created them.
Familiar, no? We've heard this so many times. Siguro, himayin natin ng konti ito, no? So sinabi, God created man in his image. So, sino ba itong God? Who is God that we are referring to? Ang sabi ng ating Panginoon, He created man in His image. So, hindi yung He created the turkey in His image, He created the lion in His image. But in specific, He was referring to man, no? As a person was created in His image. So, who is God? Who is God? Ano ba yung alam natin tungkol sa ating Panginoon? Marahil, we learn from school that God is Trinity. There is one God, and there are three persons in God. There is God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. So it's a mystery. Hindi natin alam kung paano nangyari yun, but as a mystery, it is constantly revealed to us, little by little. So that's one thing that we know about God. Next, pasensya na, mabilis po yung salita ko kasi 30 minutes lang po yung binigay sa akin. Kung matagal-tagal po tayo, mas dahan-dahan yung pacing natin. We also know that God is love. Noong una kong narinig to, parang nung bata ako, sabi ko, I think it's grammatically incorrect. Bakit God loves? Hindi God is love. Pero hindi eh. Tama po. God is indeed love. And we can do that by defining what love is. Hindi po yung nasa slam book natin, no? But when we talk about love, we cannot talk about love in isolation. Pwede po bang magmahal ng sarili lamang? Parang bitin eh, no? So when we talk about love, there are really three components. Meron po yung nagmamahal. Kung meron nagmamahal, ano yung susunod? Yung minamahal, no? So the beloved, there's the lover and the beloved. At ano yung namamagitan sa kanilang dalawa? Yung pagmamahal. So dapat tatlong components mo. There is the lover, the beloved, and the love. Amen?
Amen.
Okay. Doon sa Trinity, sorry, nauna yung flash eh, no? Sino yung sa nag-i-initiate? Sino ang nag-i-initiate ng love doon sa sinabi natin Holy Trinity? Father, di ba? The Father. At sino yung tumatanggap ng pagmamahal ng God the Father?
God the Son.
God the Son. At yung God the Son, ibinibigay muli doon sa Father yung pagmamahal. And because of that outpouring, the receipt and the giving back of love, another person is created, and that is Holy Spirit. No? God as a Trinity, God is love. Medyo naiintindihan natin little by little. No? When I first heard this, parang, oo nga, no? Ganun pala yun. Ang Holy Trinity images us not in our solitude, but in the communion, in being three persons in one God. Ganun po, maybe in a simplest way, that's how we can define and that's how we can understand what the Holy Trinity is and what love is in that context. So God is a fruitful, total, self-giving love. Ang ating Panginoon, hindi siya isa eh. God, it's a communion. That's why He is a fruitful, total, self-giving love. Balikan po natin yung verse kanina sa Genesis. Sabi po doon, male and female, He created them. Hindi po natin inisip, bakit kaya nung nilikha tayo ng ating Panginoon, hindi ginawang puro lalaki lang tayo? O kaya puro babae lang tayo? Bakit kailangan male and female? So we image God by being males and females. Hindi dahil ako, pag tumingin ako sa salamin, I image God. No, but we image God more in our being males and females. If we're made in the image and likeness of a Trinitarian God who is love, then we are made for fruitful, total, self-giving love. Tayo bilang mga lalaki at babae. And it is our male and female bodies which make it possible. How? Okay. Sa isang, na-imagine nyo ba, mga brothers, no? Kung titingnan natin ang ating sarili, bakit kaya tayo nilikha na ganito? Yung ating katawan, bakit kaya tayo nilikha na ganito? At yung mga sisters naman, kung titingnan nyo yung inyong sarili, bakit kaya kayo nilikha na gano'n? Parang it doesn't make sense. Pero pag pinagtabi, if we are put side by side, biglang the reason why I was created this way is because I am made for communion with the other. Parang jigsaw puzzle. Parang meron na moment. No? So men, sa atin nag-initiate yung pagmamali. We give and initiate the love and give it to our spouses. And the spouses in turn gives it back to us, and there's that similar exchange of love between husband and wife. And after 9 months, a new person is born. That's why we have families. Think of it that way. Husbands, wives, children do not perfectly image the Holy Trinity. Try to think of that. Our relationships with our spouses, with our children, image the Holy Trinity. Ang ganda, di ba? Pero bakit gano'n na lang ang ating pagtingin sa mga pamilya? Bakit natin hindi ginagalang? Bakit parang isinasatabi na lang po natin, no? When in fact, when we look at our families, again, it might not be the most perfect image, but still, we image the Holy Trinity. Ito po yung central message ng teaching ni John Paul II. So, we are made for communion. We are made for union with one another. A man's body does not make sense by itself. A woman's body does not make sense by itself. But taken side by side, it makes most perfect sense. Our bodies show that we are not meant to be alone, but we are meant to be in a relationship. We are called to be gifts. We are called to give of ourselves to the others whom we love. Sabi nga po, we are meant to give ourselves as a gift to others and to receive the gift of others. Now, we can be a gift, even for couples, even for singles. No? We can constantly give each other as a gift. And it is in the context of marital love where it is really meant to express yung pagmamahal ng ating Panginoon. So ano yung pagmamahal ng ating Panginoon na yun? If there are 4 words that I want you to remember for this afternoon, it will be these 4 words. How do we describe God's love? First, God's love is free. No? Ano ibig sabihin ng free? Hindi lang libre, malaya. Malaya. So, ang pagmamahal ng ating Panginoon ay malaya. Because of God's great love, He gave up His life on His own accord. Hindi po siya pinilit. Hindi po siya pinilit na ibigay ang kanyang buhay. On His own, He gave His love. Imagine, He was already God. He was already enjoying Himself in heaven. He did not have to give His life, yet He did freely. So God's love is free. Next, God's love is total. Buong buo. It means because of His great love for us, He was willing to give everything, including His life. When God was nailed to the cross, naramdaman niya yung sakit na yun eh. Yung bawat pako na pinasok sa kanyang palad, nararamdaman niya yun eh. So in His being a human person, that was in effect giving of Himself totally. He was also willing to give. He was willing to experience all the pains for us. God's love is faithful. From the start until the end, even if we ourselves are not faithful to Him. Kahit tuloy-tuloy pa ang ating mga pagkakasala, God will continue to love us. And lastly, God's love is fruitful. Because of His love, we are able to attain the fullness of life, and we're able to have the opportunity to be with Him for all eternity in heaven. So God's love is free, total, faithful, and fruitful. So yung apat na pong salitang to, kailangan po nating alalahanin. Hindi ba familiar yung free, total, faithful, fruitful sa inyo? Lalong-lalo na dun sa mga may asawa na. Familiar kaya? Siguro, balikan natin yung mga nangyari, yung iba sa inyo siguro 30 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last year. Ito po yung kasal natin. Ito po yung marriage vows na binigay po natin. Sinabi po natin sa harap ng simbahan. Ano ba yung mga sinabi natin? Siguro, iba yung wording, but generally, ganito po yung tinanong sa atin eh. Have you come here freely to give yourselves to each other in marriage? Naalala niyo po yun? Ano po yung sinagot natin? Yes, I do. Ang ibig sabihin nun, that you're telling your spouse that you will love her freely. No? Na hindi po kayo tinutukan ng shotgun sa likod at pinilit ng future parents-in-law yun, pakasalan yung anak niya. At hindi po ito yung bagay na dahil may reward, kaya pinakasalan yung napangasawa niyo. So during our marriage vows, and the future vows that you will take, you will promise to love your spouses freely. Ano pa yung tinanong sa atin? Have you come here without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage? Ano pa yung sinagot natin? Yes, I do. So ang ibig sabihin po na to, without reservation, to give ourselves totally. Ay yung sinabi natin sa ating spouse, no? I will give myself totally to you. I will give all my strengths. I will give all my weaknesses. I will give all my riches. I will also give all my debt. No? I will give everything to you. Wala akong hino-hold back. What you see is what you get. Nung vows po natin, tinanong po tayo, will you love and honor each other for the rest of your life? Ang sagot po natin?
Yes.
Parang dito tayo bilid na bilid, no? Hindi po natin sinabing, mamahalin kita hanggang itim pa ang buhok mo. Or mamahalin kita kung yung waistline mo 24 pa rin. Or kung may buhok ka pa. No? Hindi, ang sabi natin, mamahalin kita in richer and poorer, in sickness and health, in beauty, in ugliness, kung meron mang gano'n. Till death do us part. Till death do us part. So walang sulian. Kaya po hindi tayo naniniwala bilang Katoliko sa divorce. Kasi ang sinumpaan po natin hanggang dulo. Hanggang kamatayan. And lastly, tinanong po tayo, will you accept children lovingly according to the law of Christ and His Church? Sabi po natin, yes. Dapat open po tayo na magkaroon ng anak. Open po tayo na magkaroon ng anak. Hindi po natin dapat pigilan yung possibility na tayo magkaanak. Of course, hindi naman po ibig sabihin na kahit hindi na po economically viable, anak pa rin tayo ng anak, but we should not in any way impede gift of life. Now, the love of Christ, the free, total, faithful, fruitful love of Christ, as evidenced in the cross, is the same love that you vow to give to your spouses when you marry. So, dun sa mga singles, no? Bago kayo mag-I do, isipin nyo muna kung ano yung ino-oohan nyo. No? Kailangan, ayun ang ibig sabihin nun. No? Ayun ang ibig sabihin nun. At isipin po natin, grabe, ang ganda pala ng mga pinangako natin dati. Ipinangako pala sa akin ng ating esposo na mamahalin ako gaya ng pagmamahal ng ating Panginoon. Hindi pa it's so great, it's so grand, it's so magnificent. Something that we should all look forward to. Now, the last few slides. Here comes an interesting point. Sabi po ni St. John Paul II, the words themselves, I take you as my wife, husband, can only be fulfilled by conjugal intercourse. Here we pass to reality that corresponds to these words. Anong ibig sabihin na to? Nung wedding vow po natin, we made the vows using our words. But during the honeymoon, and every time that we engage in the marital act, we are renewing our vows, this time not with the words, but with our bodies. Again, hindi po ba ang napakaganda ng thought na yun? That's why the marital act is so sacred, because it gives us, again, that opportunity to show how God loves us. So hindi po natin pwedeng basta-basta isang tabi at babuyin itong marital act, because it shows how God loves us, and it is our opportunity to show our spouses how we love him or her in the way that God loves us. So I will love you freely, totally, faithfully, and fruitfully with my body. With my body. That is why itong sexual act should be in the context of marriage. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng sabihin sa taong hindi mo pa asawa that I will love you faithfully. Kasi hindi mo nga siya asawa eh. Or that I will love you fruitfully. Kasi kadalasan, takot tayo mag-anak kung mag-engage tayo ng sexual act sa taong hindi natin asawa. Ito po ang dahilan kung bakit ito ay ginawa para sa mga taong kasal. Pero kung iisipin po natin ito ngayon, mas madali na pong ipaliwanag sa mga kabataan kung bakit hindi nararapat ang mga bagay na ito. Hindi dahil inuutos natin ito ang talagang ipinapakita sa atin ng ating Panginoon kung paano dapat magmahal, kung paano dapat gamitin ang pagmamahal through our bodies. That's why this TOB is also very important to the young people. It's important to everyone, actually. Meron po siyang message na kailangan ibigay sa lahat ng tao. So, sex is the wedding vows made flesh. When we have that marital act, we are also saying, I love you freely, totally, faithfully, and fruitfully, using my body. Freely, dahil when we do the marital act, again, hindi po tayo napipilitan. Hindi natin pinagpuwersa ang ating misis na mag-engage ng marital act. Dahil ito po ay ating karapatan, hindi po binibigay po ito ng kusang loob. At the same time, hindi naman po ginagawang reward ng mga misis itong marital act dahil meron silang gusto. Sige, papayag ako ngayong gabi, pero bukas ibili mo o i-shopping mo ako sa... Hindi po ganon. Free. Totally. No? Kapag ginagawa po natin yung marital act, ibinibigay po natin yung buong sarili. Hindi po yung habang nasa kalagitnaan ng marital act, iniisip po natin, kailangan ko pang magbayad, lang meron ko bukas, walang pera. total, buong-buo ang pagbibigay natin, no? Faithfully, kaya po dapat ginagawa natin sa asawa natin lamang. O hindi rin yung kapag ginagawa natin sa asawa natin, ang inisip natin, ang kapartner natin ay itong sikat na artista pagkaganda. Even if we are doing the marital act with our spouses, we are being unfaithful. And of course, open to the possibility of having children. Kaya ito po ay fruitful. Yan po yung last slide ko. So siguro yung last part, sabi po ni Brother June, maganda rin po siguro may konting sharing. Ito pong TOB for us, for the family, has been very, what's the word? It's been a gift to us, no? Nung Friday po, nag-dinner po kami, ng mga anak namin. Tapos pinag-usapan po namin itong TOB. In a casual conversation, we're talking about, kasi po yung anak po namin, si Nika, siya po ay magtuturo ngayon ng Theology of the Body sa grade 10 students dun sa school ko siya nag-graduate, no? So yung mga kwento niya, kung paano, dapat ikaw yung magkwento dito. So kung paano yung mga bata na 10 years old, nag-iiba yung pananaw dito sa mga bagay na ito, no? Imagine kung lahat po tayo, kung meron po tayong mapulot ng isang bagay lang po dito sa topic na to, at ma-share po natin, at itong sharing po natin ay makatulong dun sa taong yon na gawin yung nararapat sang-ayon sa plano ng ating Panginoon. Siguro po mababawasan po yung problema ng teenage pregnancies, yung paghihiwalay ng mga tao. Kasi po, ang binibigay sa atin ng ating Panginoon ay yung magandang plano niya para sa atin eh. At ito po ay kanyang gustong ibahagi para masundan at magawa rin po natin. At Theology of the Body, noong 2008 po namin unang narinig ito, at 2009, at nung narinig po namin, sabi po namin, maganda po na ibahagi sa ibang tao. So in small ways that we can do, we try to talk. And as a last point, I think the best way really to share this is with the families that we have. No? If we live our lives as families centered on God's plan, without even mentioning the word theology of the Bible, because it will come naturally, then would have touched the lives of a lot of people. Mga kapatid, alam ko pong 30 minutes lang po yung binigay sa akin at nasa 29 minutes and 58 seconds na po po. Maraming salamat po.
Started teaching TOB in Woodrose. I heard about it first from this speaker called Katrina Zeno, and I was so inspired by her message about being a gift and that we're supposed to, it's like even if we're not married, we can still show this free, total, faithful, fruitful type of love to other people and to make a gift of ourselves to them. So that's how I wanted to live my life, being a gift, helping others through service, like that. Then eventually the school asked me to teach TOB for them. And it was just so nice seeing the reactions of all the students, how they get so enthusiastic hearing about love. Because the love that they see nowadays are the ones that are in the movies, love that's temporary, love that's full of use, full of lust. So when they're able to see that true love of Christ, you can see their eyes open, those light bulbs turn on, that they're like, this is the type of love I'm made for, this is the type of love I'm meant to give. And it really changes how they act and changes how they see things. So I hope with this little talk, you're also able to love people in the way that Christ wants us to love and to teach people to love in that way too. Thank you.